do 10 rounds with age.
So, hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about the heated argument between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, ahead of his fight against Anthony Joshua. Before I would start, I would have to say that Francis Ngannou is some sort of a too nice guy for the internet. Too nice guy in the sense that even when you see him doing the dirty talk, he's not doing this from a standpoint of he's that type of a guy, I mean, that is my point of view, you know what I mean? He might just be playing another character as well because it's the internet at the end of the day, So, but I would say that they are just somehow too respectful to each other for a boxing game. You know what I mean? Because when you cannot be going to a boxing game and you are wishing your other partner good luck. It's like you are going for a friendly game. It's not a friendly game, bro. You're about to fight and beat yourself up. It's even football. You don't wish the other person good luck. Like what? The adrenaline that the fans need to have in order to walk into the game. It's supposed to be different, as compared to the one they are giving out right now. I must say. Because let's say, for example, a friendly game in football. I always like to compare this with football because football is my own. It's what I like doing. If it's a friendly game like between Real Madrid and Paris or Real Madrid and Manchester City, the build-up to a friendly game is totally different to the build-up to a Champions League final, for example. Just the fact that it is a Champions League final, the adrenaline that we the fans are having in order to watch this game is somehow always different than the adrenaline that we have watching a normal friendly game. Because at the end of the day, it's like there's nothing to lose. You cannot be going to a fight like this with millions on the line, with fans, fierce. It's like a rivalry, and you're about to beat yourself. It's not like you're about to go and kiss your cheeks. Now you're about to box somebody, and anything might happen in this ring because we've seen a lot of people lose some things. I don't wish so, but we've seen things happen in the ring, which I don't want to mention them. But it's like y'all are too friendly. When they asked Tyson, they asked Francis Ngannou, it's like, nah, he's a good fighter. Anything might happen. They asked Anthony Joshua, yeah, he's a good fighter. Anything might happen. No, bro. I want you to certify to me, you as my fighter, the person I'm about to go bet on, to tell me that, hey, I'm gonna knock this guy out in 2 rounds, even if it doesn't happen. But I want you to give me the assurance that, you know what I mean? Except, I don't know, boxing. A friend of mine told me that boxing is like boxing has become wrestling, because I even see a lot of wrestlers now and a lot of YouTubers go into the boxing thing like there's nothing even in it. I'm like, are you serious? I'm not saying YouTubers are not strong at the end of the day. I'm just saying that boxing was done by one of the most fierce people of life, And then his argument with Tyson. Let's just watch this thing. Let's see.
Jay, at the pace he's willing to fight. What do you respond to that? Yes, that's true. I'll struggle to do 10 rounds. I struggle to do 10 rounds. And if anybody doesn't struggle to do 10 rounds, then you're something else. You're not human. I'm human. Everybody gets tired after 10 rounds, So that's right. I'm struggling. And I have no problem with it because it's a learning process. I'm here to learn. And I struggle for the first fight. Who was against Tyson Fury, and in fact, I was in that fight questioning myself, like, what would happen when I get in the 4th round? How would I feel? Because I never been in a professional fight, a boxing match for 4 rounds, for 6 rounds, 8 rounds. Then that was 10 rounds. So yes, I did struggle, but I think he struggled as well, maybe more.
So I would say if this same question was asked to like Tyson Fury or Mike Tyson, you'll probably get a different response, which takes me back to the fact that I say Francis Ngannou is somehow too nice to be a fighter. He's the best fighter on earth right now, if not the best, one of the best fighters. But I see him, like now at the end of the day, he tried to spice it up with a little bit of the dirty talking and everything. But if you notice, he's not that type of guy, Because if you ask the same question to a Tyson Fury, he's gonna tell you, no, I'm not gonna stress in no rounds, or Mayweather, they're gonna tell you, I'm not gonna struggle in no round. I'm not gonna. It's 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 20 rounds. It's totally fine with me. I have no problem, because they are trying to put like a fear already in the opponent. Maybe Francis Ngannou is so confident that he thinks that the opponent doesn't need to be afraid before they get into the game, because he's so sure about his abilities and everything. Sorry. You know what I mean? But we all know that fighting has always been a game of psychological defeat before the actual defeat, because you go into the ring. If you go into the ring knowing in your back of your mind that this fighter, if I make any mistake, I might lose something now. If I might lose an eye, I might lose an ear, I might lose a neck, like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson used to bite people in their ears in those days. So when they are fighting, they are trying to cover their ears not to get beaten. They're trying to cover maybe because if I can bite your ear, means I can hold your balls and do whatever with it while fighting. I don't care, because I'm just here to destroy you, whatever. You know what I mean? So if a fighter is going to a fight with this type of mentality, already has something to put his mind on, occupy his mind on, and it's distracting him already, then you can have like an urge on him. But Francis Ngannou, I think like they are too respectful. You ask him about Anthony Joshua, he gives you positive things, and then he doesn't say any shit things. Then you ask Anthony Joshua the same thing, is like, bro. And then I always like to say that Tyson Fury is like the Undertaker of boxing. Bro, I don't understand, because all the fights that he has been in, we saw him struggling, but at the end of the day, he wins. Like, what is happening? Is it that his tactics to I don't know, or is it that it is really happening that he's actually having these 9 lives or whatever? You know what I mean? So let's just hear the interview again.
Well, he's sat in the front row here at the press site, smiling away, he's grinning, not giving anything away. And maybe that is a fight that we'll see in the future again, who knows? Now, if you get the victory on Friday, will that be your greatest ever achievement in combat sports? I know you've done so much in the MMA world, but will this top it all off? Well, yeah, he will be the best so far. But as I said, I'm just getting started. So I'm really looking for the victory of Friday night, but I don't think that will be making any statement of my career, because the road is still long, and I'm really intending to gain a lot of major victory like this. One more over Tyson, because I had the first one over him. I'm intending to have the second one. I've been bitching about it, which is true. I just hope I'm not in the middle of these two if they start going at it.
So I would say that I understand what Francis Ngannou is saying, because the whole world thought that he won the fight, but it was an unjust decision from the referees and everything. But it's the same thing like sending your child to school, and then he comes back there, he's telling you he wrote an exam very good, at the end of the day he failed. How the F did you write the exam good and you failed? There are people who pass the same exam. So why is your own case different? There's something that you did wrong, or there's something that happened within you, and you know you're probably not telling the truth to people. Because if you had to hit, we've seen fights where you have to knock someone out and they fall and they don't get up again. If you are this strong, then why not just knock Tyson Fury once and for all, so he doesn't get up, so that he doesn't have to depend again on the referees or the judges to determine who would win the game, you know? So, like I asked at the first time, is it Tyson Fury's style? Is that his MO, you know, in boxing? Because he always goes down, and then you have this confidence you have won, then he pops up, he wins the game. So if that is the case, all the other boxers would say they won Tyson Fury as well, because almost all the other boxers succeeded in giving Tyson Fury a good punch that threw him down. Some even lasted longer on the ground than the one you gave him, Francis Ngannou. Not taking anything away from you, if you are not the best fighter in the world right now, you probably in that category of, you cannot count 5 fighters in the world right now, and you don't put 3 fighters, in the world, and I don't put you in that category. It is gonna be so unfair, you know. But then we have to also give credit to. I know you give credit already to him, and then people give credit to. You cannot take away anything by the way from Tyson Fury, but I feel like we should stop saying Francis Ngannou won this fight against Tyson Fury when we know that the final decision went to Tyson Fury. It's like playing a football game and telling me I dominated the game, but the opponent won me. How on earth do you dominate the game and the opponent wins? It's the strategy of the opponent for you to use all your energy to dominate. Meanwhile, they just find the little the little corridors within your team, and then have their goal, close everything. 90 minutes is over and the game is, So I want to say that Tyson Fury's MO, his way of fighting, his technique is like the best, because it's a winning technique. I would rather have this type of person on my team than have someone that beats the hell out of people but never wins. You know what I mean? Not saying Francis Ngannou has never won a fight. That was his first professional boxing fight. Like I said, the road is still long. And I always ask myself that if other fighters, if other fighters also have to switch, a sport like Francis Ngannou did from MMA to boxing, would they do as good as Francis Ngannou is doing right now? I think there's just one fight I can give that to. Someone like John Jones. John Jones would probably also do very good the way Ngannou is doing right now. But I'm not sure if all fighters have this good IQ, so I think that they can learn fast. They have this. It is possible, but my question is: are they going to be so good the way Francis Ngannou is doing? Because boxing is like in a blink second you are gone. I've trained with the local boxer just once, and then bro had this opportunity. He used this opportunity to, like, I don't know. He told me to just do some little things, and then the moment immediately he was telling me before I had to even had a chance to cover up, bro already gave me like double tap on my lips, and I went down. I never played a game, because for me it was like a game, but to him, bro, I don't know, it was like an instinct to him. Before I could even block left, or even before I could even think of blocking left, he had already, bro, it's just too complicated. So I think that the IQ is very high, higher than the footballer's IQ. I mean, in football, I think that I do that automatically, but I know I've trained these things, but I don't tell myself to do these things at times on the pitch. It just happens like that because that's happened. I don't know if that is anything with boxing, but yeah.
Then let me tell you. You're gonna sleep in the octagon again, and I'm gonna wipe the ring with your ass again.